Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I don't know if you can tell by my voice or not, but throat is healing and I feel like death warmed over. Some sort of a head cold came on like Thursday. Anyway, we're going to get a shave and just kind of a no frills shave today, but some very enjoyable products, things that I like and are kind of comfort ones, kind of like comfort food when you're not feeling well, right? So we're going to go with Sterling Smoky Grapefruit. Could use a little more smoke to me, but definitely a nice citrusy grapefruit with a little bit of a smokiness. So just a nice one. I think it's a seasonal offering, and the tub has got plenty in it, but it's well used, as is my Rockwell. It's polished 6S. We have soaking in our chipped. I've got another one of these mugs. So this one's chipped, so I use it as my soaker for my Fluffy Industries number 86 Dave in Kentucky copper plumbing fitting brush. And it has, we'll just go ahead and pull it out now, put that away. It has a Boar knot in it, so I'll show you the aftershave in a second here, but we'll go ahead and start loading this thing. See where we're at. Anyway, yeah, I felt this coming on. Not feeling great, but we shave every day anyway. This is a very heavy handle, by the way. Beautiful job on that. Gentleman that did this for me, I think a lot of. And, he works for the road department in Maryland, Harvard County. I can't remember. One of those counties. Anyway, he had this sign made for me by the guy in the sign shop, which I learned had passed away well over a year ago, July of 2022. That individual didn't know me, but he did it for his friend that is a friend on the forum to me. And I'm just glad. I haven't heard from him in a while, and I'm glad to hear that he's doing well. And just dealing with life like everybody is. So shout out to you, Ken. Thank you for this brush, for the sign, which is very, very dear to me. All right. I think we've got plenty of soap on that. Let's grab some proto lather, stick it on our face. Didn't really wet my face, so we're gonna have to do some water additions to this. Although with the Boar brush, it may be plenty of water in this. It's a tall Boar brush, so it doesn't have a lot of scrub in it. A little floppy, but it's a soft one. It feels good. Just better at painting than it is scrubbing up a lather. So I saw Oki Shavers shave yesterday, used some Avon, and reminds me, I don't use my Avon enough. I like the old stuff. I used to use it a lot more. I had a ton of it. I mean, ton. Like, I went at one point and bought off of Craigslist a group of 70 bottles. So just to give you an idea, to add to what I already had. So anyway, today I'm going to use Tai Winds, which is a high karate copy. You know, Avon always copied others. This one's the Fisherman boat. Nice detail in it and everything. You pull him off and load from there. The only problem with this one is most of the decanters, if people didn't know, like the cars and things, they're set up with the front of the vehicles, the headlights and all, to be able to stand them up once you shake a little bit of the aftershave into your hand. This one, not so much. So you have to come up with a improvised way of putting that in your hand and then being able to set the bottle down and not have it all pour out. But that's what we're going to use today. High Karate from back in, I'm thinking 60s, late 60s, mid. I think it used to come with defense instructions. You had to be careful using it, they said, because women would attack you. Nice marketing. Gimmick, but it seems like when I was doing a little quick research on it to get the scent notes, it's a citrusy, yada yada yada, oriental something. I'm sorry, that wasn't really nice. It was like a citrusy aromatic, I think it was described as. So like I said, I used to use the Old Spice a lot more. And then I just got to appreciating a little bit better stuff for my skin versus just alcohol and some fragrance, which is what, stuff used to be, and that's what Avon is. A lot of alcohol and little fragrance. They all kind of almost start to come together and be the same, unless you're getting ones that were dupes like this one. And the way I'm feeling today, I just wanted to get a shave and put it out there when you're not feeling well. You use stuff that makes you feel comfortable, good thoughts. Take your focus off of feeling sick. I'm usually a pretty healthy person, or just tough through it, I guess. Maybe that's more like it, but I've not been sick literally since, I'm one of these ones that had COVID before we knew what COVID was. It was like December of 2019. That's the last time I was sick. I was sick for, maybe a week. My wife was sick for several weeks. And she reminded me later that summer of 2020, we didn't know what it was. We just figured we had flu, cold, whatever. We just knew it was rough on her. So summer of 2020, we're seeing all the stuff, the details are coming out, more information about COVID and losing taste and all. And she says, hey, you remember when we were sick back in December? I lost my taste and everything. I said, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So we're one of those ones that probably had COVID and we didn't know what it was at the time. But that's the last time I was sick. So, here we are coming up on we're in 2023, so this December would have been 4 years. So, how much of me not getting sick was antibodies formed from having it, or the fact that I got all of the Pfizer shots and the boosters and stuff like that. And I just practiced being safe. What was it that caused me to stay healthier these 4 years? I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't get into those debates. I just use good judgment and try to ascertain the common sense and facts of a situation versus the debates of sides that are at forces against each other. And that's it for me. But we're going to have to tough through this. It's fun when you've got asthma and breathing issues on top of it all to deal with it, but life is what it is, right? You gotta deal with whatever's thrown at you. Keep moving ahead. Beats the alternative. Alright, I'm still thinking in my head while I'm shaving how I'm going to balance that bottle. I used to have some sort of a basket or something in here. Thinking the rearranging of things that's going. So I've narrowed down a lot of the Avons that I had, gave away, gifted, literally boxes of it. Boxes and boxes of it. Over and over, ship it out to people. Alright. Yeah, that 6S for me is just a no-brainer shave. Where are we at? 13.5 minutes, even with all the gabbing. Let's hit it with a little witch hazel here. Clean this brush out. So hopefully everybody there is doing well. I've had, must be some sickness going around, this head cold thing. Because we've had several from our congregation that have gotten sick up to the point that I did. And that's why I kind of knew what it was when it hit. Hopefully we'll be able to bounce back. Let me get a quick towel drop here. Saw a video for shaving a fuzzy lately and he was doing a towel drop. Apparently people don't agree with that. What do they know? No problem with this knot. Loves being stropped. I do have a little bit of green coming up from the copper on mine, and when these went out, some were concerned with that, took their knot back out, resealed everything to keep it. You know, it's never spread, gone anywhere. I think it's doing just fine. Love this brush. Love the feel of it. I think Fluffy Industries with the right hedge fund backing and big investors could really go places. Anyway. Alright, are you waiting to see how I'm going to handle this? So am I. Alright, so you pull this guy off to get to it. And I think I'm just going to lay him, sideways down here. And hopefully the towel will keep this from sliding, and it'll just rest on him there. Ha, it worked. That is a nice aftershave. Why don't I reach for it as much? Well, I'm staring at probably close to 100 sitting on this one shelf up here. And if it's behind there, you forget it's there. That's the problem with stuff. Sometimes more is just more. But it is let me grab that. I'm gonna figure out where the fishing pole went now. Fortunately, it didn't break. Still good. Anyway, so what I started to say is sometimes more is just more. It's not necessarily better. Why is that not staying there? There it goes. Better, right? Okay. Anyway, it is a pretty cool piece. Enough of that. I'm going to go sit in the chair, read a little bit, maybe watch something. Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there. We'll see you on the forum.